Okay, everybody, we are starting another Scratch tutorial. So we've opened a new project and we are going to choose a background. And in this tutorial, our learning goal is to learn how to make something disappear. Okay, so we're going to work with trying to have the sun set in this program today. So as you're picking a background, I want you to think about a background where you think it might work to have a sunset. So I'm going to pick this sort of safari type background. And I'm going to add a new sprite. So I'm going to go to my plus button. And please just ignore the sound effects in the background. I'm dog sitting. And this dog likes to talk. And I'm going to choose the sun, which you can't quite see in the video. It's just beside this planet here. I'm going to choose the sun and add my plus button. So I have my sun here, and I'm going to position it up in the sky. I might have fun making it kind of a little out of the scene. Then I'm going to eliminate Scratch the cat today. I don't want to use Scratch. Now, to program this, of course, I'm going to start with my flag. And at the end of my code, I'm going to have the stop button, okay? Now, for the motion or the direction of my sun, I want the sun setting. So I'm going to select the down key here, okay? And you'll notice that I can change how much I want to set that to go down by. And the one tool I want you to learn about is this grid tool. It's up at the top. It's right here. So if I select that grid tool, it breaks my screen up into these, this grid, into these squares. And I can use these squares to gauge how far I want the sun to move. So let's pause the video here for a second and just think about how do you think I need to change this setting to make the sun move? And how can I use the grid to help me figure out how much I need that sun to move? Okay, so hopefully you've thought about the grid and that each square is 1 on this scale here. So if I look at the grid, I want the sun to set where it hits the horizon here, where the sun meets the sky. Or sorry, where the land meets the sky. So here I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I'm going to try 4 and see how that works. Now to hide, I'm going to go to my purple code blocks here. And let's pause the video here. Can anyone find a block that you think might help us hide the sun when it hits the horizon? Okay, hopefully we've discovered that this block here that is empty, sort of looks like someone's hiding a little bit, is actually our hide code. And I'm going to drag that code inside. If I touch my finger to that, you can sort of see the code running here. I'm going to add my stop block, and I'm going to touch my flag and see how it runs. Not bad. So you might want to play around with, maybe I'd want to have it move 1 more square. Maybe I'm happy with where it is. And you can take the grid off as well, so we can just see it like this. Okay, so here I have the sun setting. I wonder, now that you've learned that trick, how to use the grid and how to use the hide button, if you might want to add some other animals into this scene. Can you make the animals disappear when the sun sets? Can you find another way to make to use the hide button with coding a scene? So have some fun exploring today as you check out that new skill that you have.